Hey everyone, I'm Jo Smith and welcome to this tutorial on how to set up a free online event using Marvelous. Free webinars and live stream classes are a great way to grow your mailing list. They also provide potential customers and clients the opportunity to preview your paid online courses, classes, memberships, and coaching programs. Free public webinars are an event type within Marvelous, and they're slightly different from regular events in that attendees only need to provide their email address to register rather than actually already being part of your studio. Now this tutorial takes about 5 minutes, so if you have a Marvelous account, then I encourage you to log in and follow along with me so that you become familiar with the feature and the platform. Okie doke, that's everything, so let's get started. Begin on our calendar page. Now you'll find your calendar in the left-hand navigation bar. Click Add Event, and we begin to fill out all the details here. So I'm going to call this Free Public Webinar. You leave the event type as Broadcasting Event. This will automatically select your Zoom webinar feature. If you haven't got Zoom webinar enabled, then you will need to select Collaborative Group Event from this drop-down menu. I'm going to choose the 17th of November as my date, put in a time of 7 p.m, and I'm going to set the event to be 30 minutes. Now, I don't need to fill in this section because this section is irrelevant for free public webinars, but I am going to choose my instructors. I'm going to choose 2 instructors, put in an event description, just fix it, spelling error, click save, and then this bit here is the main thing that you need to do. So is this a free public webinar? You click yes, and it changes a number of elements on the event page. So when we scroll up, you'll see that the product is no longer there, so you don't need to attach it to a product. It also adds in that you can select whether or not you want people to input their first and last name. I'm going to put that I would like their first name. Whether or not you want to attach it to a tag in your ConvertKit or in your MailChimp. So I'm going to choose a tag here. And also registration is required. So you can't change this. You need registration because the purpose of the free public webinar is to build your mailing list. So you need people to provide their email address to be able to attend the event. You can hide registration info if you want. Because I have Zoom webinars, it will bring up the number of registrants, a part of my plan, which is 500 students. I'm going to set the registration closes and unregistration closes at 10 minutes. This means that people can register up until 10 minutes before the event, and they can unregister up until 10 minutes before the event start. Email notifications already set on, and then copying the event description to the recording description that ends up in my media library. So that's everything that you need to do to set up your free public webinar. Click save, and here it is in my calendar. To initiate the free public webinar, you do the same thing you would do for any other event. You click on the event, and for this you would choose Start Zoom Session. So we're going to have a look and see what this looks like from the student view. So just going over to View as Student and to Calendar. And we'll see it here, Free Public Webinar. So we're going to click on that. Now, because I'm logged in, it will show Register for Event. This means that any of your students who are part of your studio already would be able to join this event, and they would just register for it. But as I said, the purpose of a free public webinar is to build your mailing list, and so you want to be sharing this link up here through your social media channels, your emails, however it is that you want to advertise your free public webinar. And when you do, people who are not part of your studio, so I'm going to log out, will end up on this page. So people who are not logged in, who are not part of your studio, will end up on this page, and to get access to this event, they'll need to supply the details that you have requested. So I've requested first name and email. They'll always need to supply an email. That's a required field. An email address there. Register for the event, and now I'm registered. You will see here now that it says I'm also registered here. We're going to pop back into the teacher view so you can see what it looks like to view people who have registered for your free public webinar. So just popping back into the previous tab, opening up the free public webinar, going to manage, and you can see all the overview here of the event, and you can now see that I have registered here. And that's everything you need to know about setting up a free public webinar. Thank you so much for joining me for this tutorial. If you have any further questions, then please do reach out to us on team@heymarvelous.com. Until next time, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.